Alright guys, we're back here on Shadows of Evil, the Shadowman Easter Egg, and yeah, we just got the sword. Okay, so now what do we do? Now, this is one of the things, I'm going to give you a little background here. We basically have to find a book, and it's in Nero's workshop, okay? But there's no indication, like, and we definitely did get help on this. One of the other guys that we generally play with, he actually found it on his own, and he gave us some hints as to where it was, and it was basically spamming square. I mean, it was found just by spamming square all over the place. There's no indication that we are looking for a book. There's no indication on the map, as far as I could tell, that we are looking for something in Nero's workshop that happens to be this book that, I don't know, does something. Now, we know, or at least assumed at this point, that Nero plays a big part in the Easter egg. I mean, he's the big character on the poster, etc. He's the magical guy. Maybe things are happening because of him. Okay, so originally we thought it was a book on the bookshelf. But if we take a look right here, and we're going to zoom in on this, it's this book on the floor right there. That book does not exist. When you come into Nero's workshop, that book is not there. And then it appears at this stage of the game. So, you know, I think after you do something, it's probably easy. Like, hindsight is 20/20, right? You can always go back and look, well, it kind of makes sense because the book was this or that, and I still can't even make sense of it, by the way. And we tried going through last night with just dialogue, you know, with the music turned down, trying to get all the dialogue, character dialogue, and when opening stuff, and it doesn't seem to be any clue that this book is required or does anything in relation to the Easter egg. So this was actually our second time through, and I think Axel had found it the first time, and he thought it was one of these books on the bookshelf here, but, and I was doing it this time. I mean, we didn't know at this time either that it was the book on the floor, but I think Hyper was standing there, and he actually saw it rise from the floor, so it definitely didn't come off the bookshelf, but when you're hitting square on the bookshelf, it actually activated that book, and that's the whole step. I mean, the book's floating in the air, and it's like, okay, there's no audio clue, no nothing even now what to do beyond here. I mean, there is something visually, once you go and look on the map, there is something visually that has changed on the map, but I mean, that book just seems like it's there. If you didn't, you know, notice every single thing in every single location, it's not just Nero's, it's the other locations, then you would never know. Like, the book just looks like it should be there, and you would have never known otherwise. So anyways, kind of a weird step, and there are a couple of other steps in the Easter egg that really kind of don't make sense, and there's no indication that it does make sense or how it fits in. So we'll see you on the next step, guys. Spider out.